Midweek update time, and we are making a few sharp corrections off yesterday's card. Here is what changed, what held, and why. We are flipping quarterback back to Justin Herbert at 6,300. The key driver is leverage and correlation. He carries a dash rank of 100 with a 21-point projection that is reliable. He's averaging 22 fantasy points per game, and he has logged 15, 29, and 26 in his last three. Jacksonville have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 23, and at only 3.4% owned, we are buying elite ceiling at low ownership. The passing ecosystem keeps getting stronger too. Per recent reporting, Lad McConkey has emerged as a key offensive piece and primary beneficiary in the Chargers' multifaceted passing game alongside Herbert, which supports stacking and volume. There is also the fun note that Herbert's brother Patrick is on the Jaguars, but the actionable piece is the matchup and ownership. We are moving off yesterday's Josh Allen exposure to prioritize salary flexibility and a cleaner tournament leverage spot here. We are keeping Dylan Gabriel as the punt quarterback at 4,200. Baltimore have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 26. He is projected at 13 with a dash rank of 100, and he has delivered 20 and 14 in two of his last three. He is around 0.6% owned and now past the three-start threshold, so the projection is more trustworthy. The news cycle around Cleveland continues to note the team's struggles and the staff putting faith in Gabriel despite a 1-4 run, and that uncertainty is exactly the kind of large field leverage we want at this salary. At running back, we are moving from Christian McCaffrey to James Cook at 7,300. Tampa Bay have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 20. Cook carries a dash rank of 100 with a 17-point projection. He is averaging 20 fantasy points per game, and he has posted 12, 17, and 37 in his last three. Ownership is only 7%, which is appealing given his all-situations role. Multiple articles this week have Cook among the best running backs right now and highlight that Week 8 top performer spike, reinforcing the touch-based ceiling we are betting on. This also balances builds after moving off Allen, letting us keep Buffalo exposure without duplicating the field. We are keeping Kenneth Gainwell as the salary saver at 4,100. Cincinnati have the absolute worst defense overall by opponent rank 32. He is projected at 9 with a dash rank of 100 and is expected to be around 0% owned. The recent game log is thin, but this is pure price leverage in the softest opponent environment on the slate. And as a reminder of ceiling, Sports News Ireland recapped his 2-touchdown performance in the Ireland game, showing the volatility profile we chase at this tag. No change at the top of wide receiver. We are staying on Jamar Chase at 8,500. Pittsburgh have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 27. Chase has a dash rank of 100, a 21-point projection, and he is averaging 22 per game with 20, 21, and 41 in his last three. Ownership around 9.7% is fair for his slate-breaking upside. He continues to stack milestones, including matching Jimmy Smith's 1997 achievement per recent coverage, and he remains the highest ceiling receiver on this slate in a favorable matchup. For value wide receiver, we are pivoting from Michael Wilson to Andre Iosivas at 3,600. The Steelers have one of the worst defenses, overall by opponent rank 27. Iosivas carries a dash rank of 100 with a 6-point projection and 3.77% projected ownership, and he just popped for 18 2 games ago, with 8 3 games back. The news drumbeat has focused on his emergence and unique athletic profile, and he fits as a cheap tournament, bring-along, or leverage play within Bengals stacks. We are changing tight end from Trey McBride to Aronda Gadsden at 4,600 for correlation and salary relief. Jacksonville have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 23. Gadsden has a dash rank of 100 with an 11-point projection, and he has posted 4, 12, and 19 in his last three. He is projected around 0% owned. This gives us a low-owned Herbert stack that attacks a weak defense. We do need to acknowledge recent reports that he suffered a knee injury in Week 10 with a concerning early doctor reaction. That makes him a tournament-only play where we are trading some risk for serious leverage, and we will react if late-week practice reports shift. For a stone minimum punt at tight end, we can sprinkle Connor Hayward at 2,500. Cincinnati have the absolute worst defense overall by opponent rank 32. He is projected at 1 with a dash rank of 38 and 0% ownership. He has posted 0, 0, and 0 in his last 3 games, so this is only for the largest fields where the salary unlock is doing the work. At flex, we are rotating off Josh Jacobs and onto Nico Collins at 6,700. Tennessee have one of the worst defenses overall by opponent rank 25. Collins carries a dash rank of 100 with a 15-point projection and 5.43% ownership. He has 26 and 15 in his last 2 with a goose egg 3 games back, which is the volatility profile we want in GPPs. He remains a primary downfield threat in an offense that creates spike weeks, and this is a leverage path away from more popular mid-range backs. For a value flex, we are keeping Pat Freiermuth at 3,200 even as we moved him off TE. Cincinnati have the absolute worst defense overall by opponent rank 32. He is projected at 7 with a dash rank of 100 and sits at 3.57% owned, with 6, 12, and 4 in his last 3. Recent coverage has hammered how uneven quarterback play has hurt him, but at this price and in this matchup, that volatility can swing our way. Defense is a new look. We are moving to the Chargers defense at 2,800. Jacksonville have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall by opponent rank 19. The Chargers carry a dash rank of 87, with an 8-point projection and only 1.1% ownership. This is a classic price pivot tied to our Herbert stacks, aiming to capture short fields off sacks and mistakes at low ownership. As the savings alternative, we will use the Titans defense at 2,300. Houston have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall by opponent rank 16. Tennessee project for 5 with 16% ownership. This is a chalkier punt, and if you are using Nico Collins in a lineup, keep this as a separate build to avoid negative correlation. Quick recap of changes from yesterday's video. We switched from Josh Allen back to Justin Herbert for matchup plus ownership leverage and correlation with the Chargers pass catchers. We kept Dylan Gabriel as the same punt quarterback given his low ownership and favorable opponent rank. We rotated Christian McCaffrey to James Cook to keep Buffalo exposure while freeing salary and leaning into Cook's recent elite form supported by this week's articles. We kept Kenneth Gainwell as the salary unlock against the absolute worst defense overall. We stayed on Ja'Marr Chase and pivoted the value wide receiver to Andre Iosivas for Bengals leverage. We moved tight end from Trey McBride to Oronde Gadsden for correlation and ownership, noting the knee concern from recent reports as a risk flag. We shifted flex from Josh Jacobs to Nico Collins for mid-range leverage, kept Pat Freiermuth as the value flex, and we changed defense to the Chargers with the Titans as the cost-saving alternative. If late-week reports escalate around Gadsden's knee or any unexpected quarterback news hits, we will adjust. But as of now, the combination of dash rank, projections, opponent grades, and ownership creates a strong tournament portfolio for this slate.